Yeah, we're trying Fire Ice as an answer to, Bowmaster. Because Bowmaster is such a problem. That's been my main issue with these bean lists, is just not being able to beat Bowmaster. So maybe, like, the addition of Fire Ice helps. This list got, like, 27th in the challenge. Yo, Frank, thanks for another gifted sub to do me. And the Evil Mailman, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome back for this second month. Appreciate it. You find the 65 card list very good. I'm going to try 60. I don't really like going over 60. I don't think it's my, like, personal preference, although you can, like, prevent yourself from decking sometimes. At the same time, it's like you're adding inconsistency to your deck, so I don't know. Yo, Frank, thanks for the gifted sub to Little Jellybean as well. Yeah, it's just the Elesh Norn, but Elesh Norn's, like, pretty easily replaceable, huh? I don't even think you need Elesh Norn. But we'll try it as is, because this list got 27th in the challenge. We'll try it. I'm still trying to figure out, like, a bean 4-color list that I'm happy with, because I haven't been happy with any of them yet. We'll run this, and then we'll run the Rakdos Reanimator afterwards. Is there some Frank Karsten math? I'm sure there is. I haven't taken the time to, like, look into it on what's the optimal number for a deck drawing a bunch of cards. But all the lists I've seen recently have all been 60. Which is probably for the best. I'm just playing Escape Shift. I feel like the meta is just so hostile toward 4-color decks right now. Decks like Escape Shift have just been everywhere. I'm gonna go Bean and then Fury Pitch. Kill the Wrenn and Six. Yeah, Elesh Norn is good against Escape Shift. I'm gonna have to clock them quickly, which I'm not sure I can do. Like next turn, kind of, well, that makes me want to pick up a land. But I should probably just Teferi bounce Bean. A System Shock remix. This is a tribute to Diddy Kong Racing. A Seaside Ride. Back 50 remix. Whatever it is, it's a bop. Ring. I'll search for tomorrow, I'm sure. Getting pretty close to dying here. Do I want to get down Bean, or do I want to get down the Ring? I think I can wait a turn on the Ring. Could also just get down Wrenn and Six and pick up a land for next turn. I blink. So many decisions. I think I'm just gonna Bean. Yeah, it's gotta be. I think that's a little bit better than Wrenn and Six here. I'm at 13, so I'm just dead to Escape Shift at any point this game. Titan will be an issue as well. I think the beans are kind of lame, to be honest. I don't think it makes for very good gameplay. Cavern of Souls. Oh, I think they have a prime time. How often do you mill yourself out? I have 1 copy of Endurance. So I don't think I'm going to be milling myself out a ton. It's going to cycle here. Land? I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm not dead to Titan at least. I was just supposed to play Ring there. Kinda just hoping to hit a land in a couple draws. I could have also cycled Solitude here. I have a feeling Omnath's dying. Stop land drop for turn. Yep. Omnath is indeed dying. So what has to happen now? I have to loop rings for the rest of time. Just wait till untap. Not a big deal. More beans. Play ring. Solitude here. Alright, let's start with the Solitude. I drew another ring. Okay. Land drop. Just Wrenn and Six. It's all Wrenn and Six at the end of the day. Another prime time. Okay. So I need to find Omnath into land. Fetch lands. Makes sense. None of you are Omnath. That's a problem. Fury's another redraw. It's one of the 3 Wrenn and Six. I just have to play another ring and then Steam Vents tapped, I guess. I'm taking 12 damage. I'm just dead. I actually can't beat them fetching. I'll go ahead and pack it up here. Not an easy matchup. I think these Teferis are gonna go. Ice their fetches on their turn while you have protection. With what excess mana? I kind of missed all of my land drops that game. Missed so many land drops because I didn't play that Wrenn and Six earlier. Let's see if these Charmaws can get the job done. 5 mana, 4/4 Stone Rain of Valakut. Also, if I found Elesh at any point that game, I guess that would have done it. So they drew a wish and wished for something. Not good enough. Well, this could be good enough. I'm gonna hold on to the Fury, actually. Might need a Fury Wrenn and Six of theirs. I'll play draw fetch for next draw step. Or sometime soon, so I can start buying back lands. Sure. No Misveil Plains. I wouldn't want to get flash fired. I'm sorry, that was Idyllic Grange. My bad. Oh, that seems like a good one. Eventually. I guess flash fire would be really bad for me regardless, huh? More beans. Charmaw is going to become Divination. So can this Fury pitching Wrenn if I needed to. Don't play Ring. Don't do it. Don't play Ring. That's fine. I think I'm probably pitching this Wrenn and Six. Wrenn Boseiju is not very good against Scape Shift. Well, it is and it isn't. It's good if you can tag the Valakuts, and it's not if you can't. But also just binding here. I really don't know if I'm going to need this Wrenn and Six. Can't Charmaw them until the next turn. I still need to hit a land drop. What's my best draw? Elesh Norn. Best card in the matchup. I think I'm pitching this Fury. And kill the Wrenn. This is Modern being hostile toward 4-color. And I don't blame him. If I need to hit my 5th land, I can always cycle the Solitude. Or divinate with my Solitude. I don't know, Bloomvale. I haven't been very impressed with the 80 cards. 75 to 80 cards. Seems like it makes them really inconsistent. But I think maybe like Bring to Light Scape Shift could be the best build of 4-color moving forward. Not sure. Ooh. Double Valakut. Well, Steam. Let me see. No, it looks like it's working fine for me. Boseiju. Land Ring. So if I get a red source, first matter business, this on here, then this on here. I'm gonna Wrenn and Six, pick up the Boseiju. Alright. Ooh. Are they wishing for a Valakut? That's just gonna get blown up though. What are they wishing for? Cavern of Souls? Flame Slash maybe? Flame Slashing the Charmaw. I kind of feel like I should just Stone Ray one of these. Try to run them out of lands in their deck so they can't kill me with Scape Shift. I don't know if that's the right call. They wish for Flame Slash, so... And take this ring, play a ring of my own, and then leave up Boseiju. This deck has snow-covered lands. Gross. Gross. Hey, Jay Sanchez. Thank you for the Prime. Welcome back for the 5 months. I appreciate the continued support. Thank you kindly. I like Scam. I just need to work on 4-color right now. Scam list hasn't really changed. 4-color's changed a lot. Yeah, Intrigued Guest, thank you as well. Thanks for being a cool 2 months sub. Appreciate ya. That's gonna eat a Boseiju. Nah, but Scam's been stock for a minute now. I don't know if it's gonna get more advanced at this point. Whereas I feel like 4-color's got a lot of room for innovation. I mean, it's functionally the same card with slight upside, but I have played Scam a lot since it came out already. I played in a couple challenges. Alright, opponent. Wrenn and Six. More ring. Ooh, Elesh Norn. Oh, I should have played Elesh Norn first. That was a mistake. I guess it's not too late. Oh yes, I would love to trigger twice. Bonk. No, come back. Come back. I was gonna eat 2 lands. Yeah, I should have played the Elesh Norn first. That was a mistake. That's okay. Yes, no Charmaw. Turns out Charmaw's still pretty good. Now I could bring in Teferi for the Search for Tomorrows, but I think it's kind of narrow, so I'm just gonna leave him on the board and resubmit like this. Fire Ice doesn't really come up in this match. Fire Ice is meant to be an answer to Bowmaster, so hopefully when we play the actual Bowmaster matchups, Fire Ice shines. As of right now, it hasn't done anything. We're only 1 match in, so you haven't missed much. I can't keep this. Doesn't do anything. This, I guess I have to keep. Certain builds exclude Halfling. Certain ones to leave it in. Hey, bunny. I don't know if the Halfling builds are better or worse than the normal builds. It's hard to say. I might Fury this. I think I'm gonna have to Fury it if my plan's gonna be Wrenn Boseiju. This deck sees a lot of cards, so I think if you probably skimp down to like 22-ish, seems fine. I was on 21 plus Halfling, and sometimes that felt like a lot, sometimes it didn't feel like enough. I think I'm gonna ice him. I could just Boseiju though. My ice takes them off of the ring. I think I'm gonna ice. Oh, I don't have an upkeep stop though. Oh, I'm sad. I guess I'm gonna Boseiju instead. I forgot to put the upkeep stop. Boseiju it is. I'm gonna hope they don't play a ring here. You know my opponent. That's sick. I used to judge your LGS. That's actually dope. Hell yeah. Well, tell him to stop playing Titan Shift. I don't appreciate it. Green, white. I can't play this plains if I want to cast an Omnath on curve. I actually have to play a different land here. That sucks. But I think I'm going to Boseiju and then ice them. Boseiju here, ice and upkeep, and actually put an upkeep stop this time. guess I could also fire away these tokens, but if they just play a Titan, then I'm a little bit screwed. Also, I'm currently dead to Wishscape Shift. I think I need to ice them. Get probably red. I can get Breeding Pool. I think I'm going to get Sacred Foundry here. Then I can ring, sit behind the ring for a little bit, pick up Boseiju. We're also going to ring. At least have a binding for theirs. Omnath best draw. Ring's a pretty close best draw also. Definitely not a bad one. Play it and then binding theirs. Take my free draw, take my free binding. Might kill Wrenn and Six here. I probably should. Titan. They have one fetch land up, they can get double Valakut. And then kill Wrenn and Six in the upkeep. I can just kill Wrenn and Six right now. Alright, let's draw. Another binding. No. A6. I have another fetch land, things get kind of sketchy. I kind of like the Grixis list a little bit more. I'm a big fan of the Grixis list, though. I think I need to play a new ring here. And then just binding the Titan. It's going to be really annoying if I have another fetch, though. My other option is like Boseiju one of these plus binding here and then just take it on the chin. Also play land. Is it an option to go one ring plus Boseiju and let the Titan attack? We're gonna get another Valakut back. Maybe that's the line. Just get all the Valakuts out of their deck. I think they only have 3 anyways. Let's try this line. I don't know if it's gonna pan out very well. I'm gonna crack this Bloodstained Mire, at which point I can Boseiju one of these. Alright, we'll pass. I wonder if they have the 4th Valakut in their main deck or if it's in their wish board. I have to imagine it's in their wish boards so they can't fetch any more Valakuts. Then if I can like Boseiju one. Probably gonna get some fetch lands here. Protect me, ring. And they just got 2 fetches. Makes sense. Ooh, that's not good. Not good at all. That was like the one thing I needed them not to draw. Charmaw? Bean. Good news is they can only deal 6 damage right now. Bad news is that they can deal 6 damage right now. This is a rough spot. You sold your rings. It's over. Guess you can't be a modern player anymore. Omnath Fury. Wrenn Boseiju. Wow, I have so many lines here. By Wrenn Boseiju. I have to get rid of these Valakuts. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I guess I need to draw into a Solitude. I think I'm pitching this Omnath. Oh, the ring works. Kinda. Not really. So if I pick up Boseiju one of these, and then Binding Titan, am I dead? I don't think that leaves me dead. I can't really play another ring here, because then they just fetch my upkeep and kill me. I might just be dead, though. Six, 3. Binding the Titan. 3 more. 2 from the ring. I'm dead. Ugh, that Wrenn and Six was a disgusting top deck. Being able to pick up the Valakut, so I had to destroy 2 more. Or 1 more, I guess, which is something I just didn't have access to. Maybe Elesh Norn was my out. I wouldn't let you win that. I'd make you earn it. I've been pretty happy playing with Time Warp, but I don't know. I've been told that the ring's better, but it didn't seem that much better there. I feel like Time Warp could have actually let me win that game. Guess I got a 2-for-1 myself. Bird. I'm gonna go get the Jeskai land. And the next line I can get whatever. I want a bean or do I want a binding? I might just take the opportunity to binding the shredder while I can. But maybe I want the bean value first. Wait to see what I draw. Actually, I think I want to get the bean down. If I get the bean down, then even if they counter the Leyline Binding, it's not that big of a deal. Should have gotten the other Triome. Boseiju's looking kind of awkward too. Ban everything until hard casting Cruel Ultimatum's the best thing you can do. That's what I'm saying. Modern back in like 2014. Cruel Ultimatum is such a sweet card. Alright, opponent, can you beat the bean? Maybe I wasn't supposed to fetch basic forest here. Now I can't cast Teferi. But I don't really want to shock either. Elesh Norn. I might have Spell Pierce. I think because I just drew Endurance, I want to get rid of the Ledger Shredder instead. Not saying that I think this Endurance is going to resolve. But if it does, it's better to get the Ledger Shredder. I'm taking more damage right now, though. Ooh, ouch. 3 damage. I'm looking at these rings and I'm like, would these be better as time warps? Probably not. Both of them are just significantly uncastable. Imagine this endurance is eating a counter. Yeah, we should have played the binding before playing the Boseiju. If I drew a tap land or something, then I could have put it into play. Land? Not land. I wonder if I'm supposed to cycle this now and try to hit my land drop, but I can't cast anything anyways, so I guess I'm just gonna do it during the upkeep. Ice you. Elesh not very good in the Merc type matchup, so I don't mind losing her. More beans. Not helpful here. I just need lands. Apparently lands do not like me today. Land. Okay. Solitude is a good pickup though. If we're gonna deploy something like a Murktide and I can just Solitude it, then we're sitting pretty. I think we're still gonna win this game despite stumbling super hard, and that's kind of impressive. I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch, but I think we're in a good spot. Somehow. And 3 lands and 19 cards. I feel like that's a little low. Maybe a lot low. But I have fetched some away. There's 1 top, 1 bottom. Plays the island. Gets Solitude. I don't have to Solitude until I untap here. Get more information. I think I am going to Solitude though, instead of cast the binding. I'll save the binding. We did it. We hit a land. Finally. Okay, okay. That was the other land I was looking for. This is Link and Marin's song. Alright, what's the plan here? Fetch plains Teferi. Then binding. So they gotta counter the Teferi. Loses the force negation. I don't think I want to draw off the ring. I think I'm just gonna go to 7 here. Next turn I'll draw off it before I play a new ring. There's also no guarantee it resolves. I'm a little bit worried about. Just dying to a couple of lightning bolts. Omnath has been MIA here. Yeah. It's kind of weird that they made the bean draw mandatory, because they usually don't. I wonder if they had like Bowmaster from Lord of the Rings in mind when they were designing it. Probably not. Might have just been like a small oversight. I think I start here. Considering, that's a good sign for me. Means they can only spell pierce this. Alright, so the only thing I died to is double bolt. Triple bolt. Not double bolt anymore because the ring resolved. Opponent lost connection and then rejoined. Might be lagging or something. Alright. Don't kill me. I need this Omnath to stick. I think the Omnath will probably stick. I don't know, the ring stuck, so the Omnath probably sticks too. MTGO's been weird about that today. I don't my moto was lagging really badly before I started streaming. I had to restart it like twice. I think I'm icing one of these things and then moving the main phase to casting Omnath. I do this ice, I have white, green. Nope. I don't have the mana for this. Alright, well if my mana weren't so terrible, things would go a little bit better. I could like ice the steam vents, move to main phase to Omnath, play a land, go back up to 11 and probably be fine. Alas, that is not the world we live in. Bird. Bird EI. I had to dig for another Omnath here. I can just never fall down below 7. Makes things a little bit awkward. But I mean, I don't know how they beat like Solitude plus second ring here. DRC's not bad. I didn't cast the DRC, which tells me they probably have counterspell. If I want to counterspell the Solitude, that's fine. Not worried about that. What's Q do? What did I hit? That was weird. I'm gonna ice here. I'm gonna take a draw off the ring, play a new ring. More obnoxious card than EI? Yeah, probably. Your turn. I covered both had 23 cards. I have 2 cards in hand. Imagine one of which is like a counterspell. You will not catch me going below 7. Can't afford to die to 2 bolts. Bad for business. This is counter bait here. If they counter this, I want to be able to resolve the Solitude. Solitude's life gain is way more important. All the Omnaths are hiding. Don't hide, little Omnath. I need you. I need to gain your life. Drink from the jelly bean blood. I'm not even playing this third bean. I'm gonna deck out. 17 cards left. I guess yeah, my endurance is in the graveyard too. Unholy Heat. I wonder why they care about Wrenn. I will play another Wrenn. I'm just gonna start pinging them. Even EI is not good for them here. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this. Barring me decking. Amulet's a tough matchup. Barry lets me pick up the bean. Just good for the not decking business. My hand's a whole lot of nothing for being 7 cards. Bonk. Our opponent's also down like 5 minutes on clock. Kind of wild considering I've taken so many more game actions. Yep, I'm 10 cards deeper now. Alright, EI. They're trying to catch up on the card count. That's true. Still have 3 Omnaths left. Two Omnaths left. Not enough win conditions. I'm gonna die from lack of win conditions. You beat this with Scam. It's pretty even. I think the matchup is very back and forth. Scam versus 4-color. There's an Omnath. How nice of you to join, Omnath. I think creativity fell off a cliff. Ring and Bowmaster and Bean and Cauldron, and I can't play any of them. That alone made it really bad. I have 7 cards left. It's still good. It's just not what it used to be. I don't think I have any more fetchables left either. I'm literally gonna die from no win cons. And more beans. Well, this is gonna be a close one. Alright. 4 cards left in the deck. And it was a whole lot of nothing. So much air. Oh my lord. It won that 2v1. I had to beat my opponent and myself. I don't know if I need to play around Blood Moon. I think I can just fetch around it and not have to bring in the Boseijus. I could bring in the Chalices, though. I have no 1-drops. So Chalices are looking good here. Yeah, maybe not taking down Wrenn and Six was a mistake. Let's board up to 61. I take an extra Boseiju, go up to 62. I don't have anything like Bolt to flashback, though. Just like kind of an issue. For game closing speed anyways. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think any of the blue-red decks want Bean Splash. Like, what are they casting that costs 5+ mana? Maybe in Legacy we have Force of Will. I don't think I'm going to play around Blood Moon. Murktide's already just better. Murktide's the best stealth threat in the format. So playing something like Hooting Mandrills is kind of just pointless. Passes. Didn't get Blood Mooned. Pass with Leyline Binding. It's a draw 2 here. Not bad. Ooh. Another turn of dodging Blood Moon. Feels good. I've seen some pretty sweet Beanless in Legacy, though. They're like pitching Force of Will and then drawing 2. You also have Yorion in that format. Man. I guess they can get it so easily. I think I'm just going to bounce a Bean. Cast it later if need be. Even though bouncing the Bean here, if I have to Leyline Binding something, isn't good value. Maybe that's okay. Kind of didn't expect this to resolve. This was bait. Bean. Doomwake. Beanwake. Thank you for the raid, Doomwake. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, we were not going to play Beans after this. Just doing a little bit more testing. Seeing what the most reasonable build of regular 4-color Bean is. I think the Bring to Light Escape Shift build is probably just better. I'm afraid to play this last Bean. Bolt me. Murky Murk. I still have that 1 Endurance in my deck. I don't know if I should be super afraid of decking, but if they do counter that 1 Endurance, then I'm in a little bit of trouble. Speaking of which, hello 1 Endurance. I also don't need to do this now. Okay, they gave up. That did not feel close. The only time it felt close is when I had 4 cards left in my library. Yeah, you're right. I should have just picked up the Wrenn and Six. You're absolutely correct. If I need to pitch this Fury early on. Hoping I don't. Not until I can get the second beaten down. I don't know if Ring's necessary. I see a lot of lists still playing the Ring. They value the protection for a turn, which is like understandable. Is the Ring better than like something like Time Warp? It's less clunky, comes down a turn sooner, draws you more cards if you don't have Bean. I don't know. I think this is Amulet, by the way. No, Amulet plays map as a singleton. Yeah, they went and got the Mycosynth Garden, so they're gonna get Amulet and then copy it. Problem is, Mana Leak falls off so hard in the late game. Just becomes pretty much a dead draw. And they have 2 Amulets. Got a Binding one of them, I think. Gonna cost me 2. I think I'm gonna leave with Binding here. I draw a white, so I was gonna play the other Binding. But awkward. Yeah, you can play Ephemerate. That's the thing about these 4-color lists, is they're so customizable, you can kind of just put whatever in them, and they still work. I think the Ring is a playable Planeswalker that's immune to being attacked. That's the way you could think of it also. I don't know, I flowed the extra mana. You're just like in the Stone Age over there. I wonder if I was supposed to, I think I could have done that turn was just like Teferi bounce the Mycosynth Garden. That might have been fine too. Oh, now I can Teferi bounce the Saga. Yo, Lego, thank you. The tier 1, I appreciate it. I don't think they want to play anymore. Yeah. Sometimes the best win condition is your opponent giving up. I got 1 Chalice on 0. I guess Fire Ice isn't terrible. Fury's kind of bad. I don't know if I want to take all of them out, though. Fairy doesn't seem that good. Also want a high density of green cards. I think Fire Ice is fine. Just getting to ice them off of like a bounce land seems fine. Ice Charmaw good, because they have lands like Mycosynth Garden, Urza Saga, the Double Strike land, the Haste land. If they have to play any of those, then Charmaw gets cheaper. Also, Charmaw can blow up a bounce land. Maybe Fire Ice is just the worst card here. Everything else seems pretty good. You like 4-color more than Scam? Not right now. I actually kind of hate the Bean. I'm kind of a Bean hater. But I think if you're gonna play 4-color, it's pretty necessary to play the bean. More than Oryx? Nah, nothing more than Oryx. I'd say I hate playing with the bean more than I hate playing with Bowmaster, but I hate playing against Bowmaster way more. Chalice on 0 stops all their packs. It's not amazing, but it's fine. It just forces them to have to transmute for something different, like a Boseiju instead of a Pact. Alright, well, I might just die here. Please kill Amulet. I think I'm gonna die. But hello. Ringo Bingo, good boy. What's up, Ferrix? I'm gonna scoop to a Titan. Okay. Can't win them all. Okay, we're running that back. Now you're into the ass-kicking phase. We'll see. If I don't get turn 2'd. I could add Force there. Force would prevent me from getting turn 2'd. Oh, we just didn't draw one. Like, I think this hand's good, but it just didn't do a lot. Or if they have another, like, nutty opening, that's going to be kind of an issue. But if they don't, this hand's good. I think we still keep it and just assume that that was an anomaly for the most part. They might be mulliganing to try to get, like, a nutty opening. You have the binding available in case we need to cast it onto. I think if they play an amulet here, I'm gonna binding it. They don't. Yes, the Grazer. I think Ice is fine, but it might still be the worst card in the deck. Grazer, Bounce Land. No Bounce Land, but 3 natural land drops. Pretty good. That's also pretty good. I'm just gonna go Bean into Leyline Binding. Save the Boseiju for later. Oh, hi Charmaw. How you doing? Stomping Ground, Charmaw, kill the Crumbling Vestige. Rip their amulet. Oh, I can kill the Cavern instead. Probably just do that. Hopefully I don't have a ring as their last payoff. Oh, basic lands. Thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I wonder if I'm supposed to kill this amulet or I'm supposed to just Charmaw land. Because the Charmaw puts pressure on them, but they do have reach blockers. If I Boseiju the amulet, pick it back up, then they have 6 mana if they hit one more land drop, which means I could get Titaned. I don't know. I think I just Charmaw and assume hitting the Cavern's good enough. Also lets me draw 2. And leave 1 mana up in case I draw Leyline Binding. I draw 1, I forget one of my Beanstalks is gone now. I could see dying if they play a second amulet into Bounce Land Titan. I could see dying if they do that. I just need to find another Leyline Binding at some point. The ring's gonna run away with the game. Excuse me. Okay, that's 2 amulets. There's a Leyline Binding. So if I play Beanstalk, Leyline Binding, I could still hold up Boseiju. Do this in response to a bounce land if they have it. I think I'm just spinning a random fetch. I suppose if they have a shock land in their deck, and I Boseiju their bounce land, they can get a shock land and make 2 mana out of that and still tighten me. But I'm not sure if they have only basics or if they do actually have 1 shock in here. I think they're on 4 forests, maybe 1 breeding pool I've seen in certain lists. Need double white, I have double white, I have double green. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fails to find. I picked up the Crumbling Vestige. It's a lot of Boseijus. Green, red, Wrenn, pick it up. I have double Boseiju up. I can't hit their basics, but I could hit their amulet. Tap a little bit better here. I don't think I need to hit an amulet though. There's no reason to. They're probably just gonna play this Crumbling Vestige and I can Boseiju it. Oh, they actually play Urza Saga. Concede to the Boseiju on Urza Saga. Alright, we're actually able to beat Amulet. I thought that was gonna be a tough matchup. Boseiju's a hell of a card though. And it's probably fine. I can see it getting there. Especially against Celestial Colonnade. Wowee. It's been a minute since I've seen a Celestial Colonnade. I really hope this isn't Reed's Bean deck. Otherwise, we're in for a 5-hour game. I think I'm gonna ice them. I care about 1 mana Leyline Binding right now. I guess if I wanted to ice them, I should have played a different land instead. I should have played one of these two. Wanted to ice them. Grab these cards real quick. The Mistveil Plains was rough. That's for sure. But Nexus of Fate with Bean doesn't really solve your problem either. Am I playing this Omnath? I think so. What's the worst that could happen if I just run this into counter magic? I feel like I need to get the counter magic out of their hand one way or another. I feel like if I just keep jamming my threats into them, eventually they'll just like get out-tempoed. Not out-tempoed, but like out-card advantage because whenever I inevitably draw a Bean, all my cards are going to start drawing cards. Think they're on Path to Exile, maybe. Is this a big Teferi? Is gonna eat a counterspell. Not too sad about that. These Leyline Bindings were pretty expendable. They might have their own, but they don't really have any types here. Yeah, that's fine. That's 2 counter spells down. If they have land drop, they could have Archmage's Charm. I don't think they're playing their own Leyline Bindings based on their mana base, but they could. What we're in revealed. Okay, no Dazed Undoing. Good for me. Question is, do I want to try to Binding this and bait a counterspell? Or do I think my Fury is going to resolve? I think I'm going to Binding this. I don't know if that's correct. I just don't think my Fury is going to resolve. No, I like Zagoth better. I always have, though. They do have Binding. Oh, they do. Oh, well, that's an issue. I might also just be cycling that land. Like if they have Binding, they're probably not going to cycle it, though. No beans yet. It's been a little rough. Might be hard to out-tempo them. Yeah, maybe playing this into a Solitude was not good. Probably should have just passed. They did play the Triome, which tells me they might have a Leyline Binding in hand. It'd be a disaster if they get back this big Teferi. So they can get the big Teferi back and then spin the Leyline Binding on the Narset. Then just have 2 walkers chilling there. Spell. That's 3 counter spells down. Yeah, it goes back to whatever the base loyalty is, so 4. And then they can minus it. The Triome's okay in the Grixis list. Not sure if I'm a huge fan of it. March for 6. I think I need to... I think I need to ice something. Just try to draw out of this. Could have done it after the trigger. I don't think it's gonna matter. I have 1 card in hand. Most likely just gonna try to Solitude their Solitude. I don't want to see what this Teferi does first. Might just be going up. Or if I get the Solitude the Colonnade, I'd much rather Solitude the Colonnade. I found a draw 3. Not good for me. They probably found another Solitude off of that. I'm just gonna Solitude the Solitude. Maybe they didn't find anything. The Teferi's interesting too. Start this turn with the Teferi. Force negation. Dark. Drew me to the Teferi. Gonna gain 3 life back also. You should be a message strider. We can talk about it later. That works. Or we can message magical. Also my bean, huh? Bold move. Verdict. Chalice on 2. I guess that makes a little bit more sense. I think I'm gonna send both of these at Teferi and then Fury. Probably what's gonna happen here. So animate the colonnade to block it. And I get the Fury away the colonnade and kill the Teferi. Both Teferis. I kind of feel like I want to pick up the Fury. Maybe picking up the Chalice is more important, so I can get the Beanstalk down. If I plus the Teferi, and they have a pending for it, then I'm in trouble. So it might have been the wrong call there. But I have some outs to Chalice. They're picking up Kahira, but they're not playing Kahira. Tells me they might have a Shark Typhoon in hand. Or is holding up counters, but maybe I should have attacked. And then if I do block with the Shark, I get to Fury the Shark. Yeah, I think I should have attacked. Shark it up. That's fine. I think I'm going to trade resources over them. Excuse me. Got it handled. Alright. Could be a Day's Undoing. Counterspells also shut off, notably. Binding. Binding Omnath. Yep, I'm binding the Omnath. It's fine. I have to go Omnath, land, crack it, kill the Narset. Even though I lose out on the draw. Not a big deal. I only have 2 lands left. I may do cast this Fury anyways. I guess if I wanted to do this, I should have done it in the other order. Cast the Fury and then the Omnath, so I get the draw out of the Omnath. I should have done that in the other order. It was bad. I can't cast Bean and I can't cast Wrenn. Until next turn when I bounce this Chalice. I can cast Bean, Wrenn, fetch Solitude. It's all quite bad for me. I think this is a Mega Man song. What's up, Slayer? Madge Bean. Not a fetchables, right? Saw that Steam Vents though. Oh yeah, you're right. It smashed the record from Melee. Well, hi, Elesh Norn. Or it's break the record. More Bean, huh? I don't think I'm casting that. I am afraid. Afraid of decking out. A coward, if you will. I can put Chalice on something new now. Himala. Ending my Teferi. Spreading Seas. Land, Chalice. 3 unknowns. Oh, that's right, Kahira. Chalice. A couple unknowns. Force negation, sure. Ooh, endurance. Oh, that's targeting me. For sure. It's like a minor inconvenience. It's fine. That's fine. Yeah, endurance myself is about to be really good here. So much so that I'm happy to play the second bean. I'm gonna leave them with 16 cards left in their deck. I think putting their graveyard back in their deck isn't gonna be helpful. Slayer, none of those words are in the Bible. I have no idea what you just told me. There's myself twice. Makes a 1/1. Sure. Two, three, four, five. I guess I just shuffled in a bunch of my own lands, huh? Bunch of just dead fetch lands. May have been an oversight. Part of being history. Trying to clock me, maybe. You can't clock me, opponent. Oh, maybe you can. Moto's lagging. Sure. 3/2 lifelink blocker. Double protection. Remember, chat. Always have double protection with you. Can never be too sure. It's like when you save twice in a video game. You save and you're like, wait, did I save? Save again. One just wants to play as much Magic as possible. And put him to 1. But I cannot kill them. Even if they draw a Verdict, they're dead. I have 8 cards left. Game saves are a beautiful analogy. Yep. I'm just gonna F6. I refuse to learn this fact. Alright. And completed the pyramid. I guess they're like technically alive, huh? I got a lot of fight in them. That's for sure. That's a lot of rings. I could have won this game if I Boseiju to Leyline Binding on end step. But I was just F6ing. I could just be ahead on clock. Could have also Boseiju got my Teferi back and resolved that Wrenn for sure. I'm already yielded. Why do I have to double yield? Doesn't even make sense. You're literally gonna deck out. Not worth it, opponent. It's not worth it. Yep, clock. They're 1,000,000% playing for clock. Wandering Emperor. Opponent survives at 1. Can't actually pending this right now. It's gonna pending the Emperor because they locked this out right here. Alright, well, that should kill him. I hope. Die. Finally. I don't have that kind of patience to play for clock. Not in a league match, anyways. If it were like a challenge match, sure. And a league match, I couldn't really care less. Alright. Stop lying to yourself. It's the truth. Are we the 64 card special? I think we are. I think we are. Yep, this hand does nothing. Sneak. If my hotkeys broke. Minus 20 seconds off my clock. Thanks, hotkeys. Alright, I don't think they can win 2 games in 10 minutes. I would have to go at waffle pace. I should probably set this stop. Nah, back to nature still never sees any play. Even in the most enchantment heavy metas, it never sees play. It's not a good card. It's always just too fringe. That's what it comes down to. Plus the enchantments like Beanstalk, they come in and they replace themselves anyways. If they're coming in already replacing themselves, then you don't get that much value out of blowing all of them up. And Boil's a modern staple, and so is Flashfire. I wonder how many Narset days I'm doing they're playing. I'd have to imagine 4 Narset 1 days I'm doing, something like that. My C's. I have another binding. I like to have counterspell. I think I'm just gonna leave the Teferi. I could play Ring though. I'm gonna play Ring. More rings. More rings for the Ring God. Gonna make a 1/1. We're gonna commit every single turn to make it a 1/1. I'm probably not too sad about that. I could Wrenn Boseiju this. Let's see if they let me resolve a Wrenn. I feel like they're really far behind at this point. Oh, you know what? I should have put that into play untapped and Boseiju the castle. Let's get the untap and Boseiju this. Not that big of a deal. Green, blue, red, Omnath. Boseiju, they make a 1/1. I ping it. I attack Teferi. I also just pick up a fetch. If I pick up a fetch, then I can just pending this. Let's pick up a fetch. Yeah, the Stomping Ground's super sweet. Could also just Fury it away, but I don't want to commit too much into a Supreme Verdict, so I think I'm just gonna fetch and pending it. So many game actions, so little time. Gonna have 6 here. I think even if they have Narset Days Undoing, not too sad about that. Historically speaking, 4-color kind of dunks on these blue-white control decks. I think we're seeing that now. You take 1 placebo a day. It's good for the mind. I agree. Heal both. Draw. Plus. They realize that they can't time me out? I don't think so. Discard a ring. Go. I used to be a speedrunner. Once upon a time. Simpler times. Pain be gone. I used to speedrun Magic Leagues. It was fun for what it was. Hit the colonnades over. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, I'm reformed now. I'm down to triple queuing. Yeah, quad queuing's miserable. Most I've done is 3. Most I can keep up with is 3. Any more than that, I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed. Maybe if I wasn't streaming, I could quad queue. Maybe. Start the prediction. They might win this game. I don't know if I could triple queue with this deck, or even double queue for that matter. Alright, we won. Prediction. Will we 4-1? Yes, no, bean. But I guess it's like, I had caps lock on, so it's lowercase b, capital EAN. And bean. Indatha Scalding Tarn. What is this? DRC. Is this Fair Breach? Prowess? Probably Prowess. What song is this from? River City Girls. Never heard it. Kind of fire though. It'd be sad if they have a mutagenic growth to blow me out, but hopefully they don't. You wouldn't mutagenic. Works every time. Dead Breach. I think Prowess is really fun right now. I still have to try with the Otter. I did like the Questing Druid. They absolutely have to have a free spell, right? How is this the thing? There's no way they're just gonna like lose their Sprite Dragon, right? How greedy am I? Very. I'm not gonna kill it. I'm so greedy. Oh, greedy. I just want to hit my land drops. I'm thinking, like, if they replay this Sprite Dragon, they just kill the Teferi. Unless they have Bobble. Oh, no, Wrenn and Six. No, Wrenn and Six. I mean, it's fine. I have another one anyways. I think the play's probably Endurance this turn. This is also a great song. They're gonna be so sad. Put a card on top, huh? So his next turn's looking like Flash and Endurance. Block the Sprite Dragon, shrink the DRC, Wrenn and Six ping the DRC, play the Bean, have Solitude up. That should be illegal. All of the things I just said should be illegal. Shrink, block. Don't have to worry about mutagenic growth because it's a fairy. Do need to get a second white source here. Oh, they're playing Teamer. They must be playing Questing Druid. Thing plus Bean. Bonk. Yeah, yield into the beginning of combat. My Tef. What will I do without my Tef? Or my other Tef? Oh, I guess I'll draw a third Tef. Problem solved. Oh, and fourth Tef. Just for good measure. Deck was like, you know what, Dingo? I don't think you have enough Teferi. Here you go. Yo, dog, I heard you want some Tef. So I got you Tef with your Tef on the side of Tef. Tef all in mode. Green, green. Hit breeding pool. It's like the everything bagel, except it's the everything Teferi. One here, two here, one about to be in play. Magician, thank you for the prime. Welcome back for the 6 months. Yeah, the everything Ritz that you showed me the other day. Precisely. I'm bouncing this endurance and I'm replaying it. So I don't lose to like Breach Lightning Bolt. Some weird turn of events. Nah, Fire Ice doesn't count. It cantrip from Ice. There are 2 CMC on the stack. And 4 total, so even if it was combined and you could fuse Fire Ice, it still wouldn't be enough. How do you think the Grixis control deck you played is positioned thinking about playing it in an event this weekend? I think it's good. It's a little bit difficult and you have to like kinda, I'm not gonna say work hard for your wins, but you have to get through some pretty complex board states sometimes, but it's the same goes with like 4 color. I think it's good. I've enjoyed it. Giganta. Could have also just Teferi bounce and save some time. Or doing things the difficult way. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Just played Scales at your LGS, your head hurts. Scales is one of the most difficult decks in the format. It's not easy, and Cauldron made it, like, even more difficult. Give me these chalices. I think that's it. I'm not sure I want anything else against prowess. Maybe Elesh Norn's too slow. Elesh Norn's pretty slow. I could see taking it to Fairy instead. Called Elesh Norn slow, so it showed up in my opening hand. I can ping for poison, I believe so, because it's infect. And infects is whatever damage it deals in poison counters. So I believe you can ping somebody with infect. I don't think they have Blood Moon for playing the Teamer variant of this list, so I'm not going to play around Blood Moon. Nor do I have the option to play around Blood Moon with this hand, so they moon me. It is what it is. That's a lot of Furies. I mean, if they have mutagenic growth, they're chilling. If not, they're not chilling. You're at 6 life when the Ozlith has 14 counters, draw an Inkmoth, drew Soul Cauldron for the turn. Probably need to pitch the Solitude so I can draw 4th land. I got the beast in my sights. Unholy Heat, Arid Mesa. Hearthstone quote. Oh my god, Dingo, you've changed. I saw doing this DRC. Probably. I don't think Elesh is going to be good, plus I want to hit land for Ring. Or better yet, land for Omnath. Max the fetch, what are we getting here? I seriously hate the new Bean deck. Don't we all? Don't we all? I probably could have fired this in response. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, I could have fired in response. That's okay. Let me just pitch more cards at random. And probably still win the game anyways. Needed the Solitude to get extra Surveil triggers. Surveil and then the Questing Beast. Or Questing Druid. I keep calling that card Questing Beast. I blame Krista. She also calls it Questing Beast. Poisoned my mind. I'll just play Wrenn and Six here. Guarantee I have land drops for the next couple of turns. That's what I'm saying. Sure. Taking 2, not so bad. Gotta tap a little bit better here. Blue and green Omnath. They don't have Unholy Heat, so I don't think they're gonna have a good answer to the Omnath. I have 6 mana, which means I can go Pending plus Ring. Or just Pending for 5 mana and draw a card. Let's go Pending plus Ring. I don't think they can win this game. Seems very difficult for them. After I endurance them anyways. Prior to me endurancing them, if they had like some crazy breach turn, I could see them winning. But it seems really hard without a graveyard. I'm gonna feel a little bit more, but they're still off with Delirium, which means they can't heat Omnath. The more turns Omnath is alive, the more opportunities I have to, stabilize. And probably just put them 6 feet under. My Omnath. Alright. Pass the turn. It's a lot of iterating they're doing. Is that a bean? It is a bean. Binge. I had to face my fear and register bean. It's a lot of lands. Maybe I should Boseiju them. Block? I don't think I need to. I get blown out if they have mutagenic growth. Alright, well. That's the 4th iteration. No more iterating from you, opponent. I don't have a pending to get back with a Wrenn and Six ult right now. I don't have a Fire Ice. My Fire Ice is exiled. Ancient Grudge, the Chalice. They were ready. I wonder if I'm supposed to draw 3 cards here. I don't think so. I think I'm okay. If something happens to the Solitude, then I'm going to need to. Oh. I don't mind if I do. Guess I'll pass. game seems super unlosable. Despite the amount of times that they cast Expressive Iteration, which is crazy to me. I'm not allowed to cast that third bean. Might go too crazy with bean power. Just pass, discard some random land. It's possible I want to try to find an Endurance here. I'm not supposed to draw off the ring to find Endurance. I think the only way I die at this point is like Breach Bolt ×5. Lava Dart, Swift Spear. Yeah, probably. Kind of hard to lose after you cast the many EIs, but I think we have considerably outvalued our opponent, despite having 6 blank pieces of cardboard and a Solitude in hand. Welcome back, legitimate. Well, they do have Lava Dart, so I'm gonna say no blocks here. I'm gonna Solitude 1 in response. So I want my Solitude to die like that. Is the sound on for the soundboard? No, it's broken. There we go. Sometimes it'll break, just like the Solitude being in my Wrenn and Six emblem. Sometimes it'll just break. Yeah, the emblem equipment. I gotta figure out how to deal with a 5/5. That's right, I forgot I even have a pending in here. Kind of forgot I had a Wrenn and Six emblem, I'm not gonna lie. Not needed at any point this game. Alright. We got the 4-1. Congratulations, believers. You did it. You guessed right. Oh, what a grind. What a grind, my head hurts. These bean decks are something else now, chat. Where'd it go? So, what do I think of this bean build? My immediate change is Indatha out, Zagoth in. I think Zagoth is just the superior Triome most of the time. I've been liking that one way more than Indatha, so I'd bring that one back in as my alternate Triome. And I think I kind of like the Fire Ices. They were pretty nice. I don't know if you need the Elesh in the main deck. You could probably move to the sideboard and play Kahira. I actually like the Fire Ices. I didn't run in any Bowmaster decks, so I don't feel like we truly got to test out how effective Fire Ice is against Bowmaster, which is what you want the card against. But it is the cleanest answer to Bowmaster the 4-bat, so Or I should say one of the cleanest answers to the Bowmaster in the format. I still don't know if you need Ring. To a degree, it seemed like overkill, and I didn't draw a lot off my Ring, but the protection was obviously nice. What's your plan in the mirror? This deck doesn't have a whole lot of respect for the mirror. Not this particular build anyways. Yeah, maybe lose. I got the one Elesh Norn for the mirror though. But you could probably stick like an Emrakul in the sideboard. I don't think you need this many Boseijus. It seemed like a lot of Boseijus. I'd probably trim Boseiju down to 2 in the sideboard and play the Emrakul in here. Emrakul the Mirror Breaker. I think that's where I would go. Something like this. I don't know if you need Fable. I don't know if you need Ring. But I did like this build. This build felt pretty good to me. One of the better builds I've tried out. We only lost to Titan Shift. It was a close game. Our opponent needed a top deck exactly Wrenn and Six, and they did. Like Alpine Moon. I don't. Alpine Moon's too easy to answer, in my opinion. I don't think a one-man enchantment 6.
Have you peaked? Bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.